Oh, yes! Fans on Patrol time. It's time for the Golden Fans Awards. It's one of our favorite times of year. I'm your host, Montego Bradley. With me is my wonderful co-host, Miss Tiffobot. Say hello to the people, Tiff.
Hello.
Indeed. How are you this week?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm pumped. I love doing this show. And guess what? We got all nice and spiffy for you like we've been talking about. So welcome to the Golden Fans Awards. We're going to have a ball, and we can't wait to jump into it. This is our year-end's best and worst show. We probably could break it up, but maybe not this year. It's been a little, we'll get into it. I don't know if we would have an effective worst show this year, Tiffobot. There's been some good things, and I don't think you and I have made it our business to watch shitty shit this year.
Right.
What do you think?
I think that we did a lot of even the stuff that I was like, I don't love it. I wasn't like, that's the worst.
Yeah, but we had categories. So, man, if this is your first year watching the Golden Fans with your boy and your lady here, so that's our award. We have a fan, and it's golden, and we present it to our winners. We send them in the mail, and they probably never get it. So
Yep, we sent them off, and they are like, "What's this?"
Throw that shit away. It might be
none of these strange people could be here today.
Right. So, man, I love the Golden Fans Awards. So anyway, let's get it started, man. We have a lot to get through. And just to let you know some of our categories, it's Fans of Patrol heavy. So some of our categories for this year is Best Surprise. So Best Surprise, whether if it's a movie or a scene or something like that. And in true Fans of Patrol time, hottest male actor and hottest female actor. We got to talk about stuff like that. That's important. That's right. It's important. We talk about best action comedy comic book movie. Back in the day, Tiffobot, those were all three different things because it was that much shit out, and now these days it's not. Yeah, it's not like that. Well, because there ain't that much out there.
I think not only is there not that much out there, but so many things are cross genre.
Yeah, sometimes a hit. Sometimes a hit. Best supporting actor, more traditional. Best supporting actress, worst movie of the year, worst television show of the year, best actor award. We have that best actress award, best television show, and best picture. Those are our categories. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to do it good for you guys. So, man, one more thing. So I have a list as the host, and Tiff has a list as the host, and we don't fuss and fight. I don't even think it's fuss and fight. We don't wreck our brains trying to collaborate with each other to fit.
No, it's yours and mine. We don't agree. We don't have to agree. We can say maybe when we're doing this, Montego will say, "Oh, I think this person." And I'll be like, "Oh shit, yeah, definitely that person." But we don't have to say.
Because it's too hard.
Yeah.
We're lazy. Honestly,
we're also lazy, but also we're very different, I feel like we're similar but different. So
but in the spirit of the show,
right.
We could come, we could
argue and decide who's going to come out on top?
No. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see
how it goes.
Mm-hmm. So, man, our first award this year, will be Best Surprise.
Ooh, coming out with Best Surprise first.
Okay. So, would you like to go first? I've been talking. Why don't you go first?
Sure. Okay, so for me, the best surprise of 2025 were 2025. I don't know how you guys felt about it. Long year. I don't know. It felt some of the stuff that we looked at. I was like, that was 2025. Anyway.
Tiff, before you start, do you have contestants in your categories?
A couple of them I do have. These people were almost. So for my surprise, I do have one. For my surprise, I picked Predator Badlands. Okay. And the reason I picked it is because
that's the winner.
Yes, that's the winner.
Okay.
With the runner-up actually being Superman. Mostly, both of these movies I think were good, and the reason I picked them was because I was surprised. Not necessarily that it's surprising, but when I went to see Predator Badlands, I remember even during the movie I was like, I'm not going to like this. For the first 15 minutes I was like, I'm not going to like this. And then it won me over so hard.
Okay.
That I was like, that's got to be my best surprise. Because I was just not expecting to be like, oh, I really like this. I like the characters. I like what's happening. I could keep watching this. That was a surprise to me, too.
Yeah, I have to agree with you 100% on that. That was not. It's not on my in my contestants, but it was a surprise. I mean, and the buzz that I heard, from the community was a surprise because they don't like shit, right? And I'm like, oh, the nerds is liking it, people was liking it. Let me go check it out and stuff. And like, I think you saw it way before I did, And then I went to go, I think I watched it on streaming. No, I went to go see it. Yeah, and it was a surprise. I was like, this is actually really good.
I'm having a nice time.
They didn't tank yet another Predator movie,
That's built into the surprise because Predator has been. There's some really strong contenders in there. We know that. We both like Predator, the original Predator, and then we both like Predators. But then there's a lot of crap in there too. Some real stingers.
Do you like Predators too? Because I like Predators too.
I like Predators too, but not
Any
for
clever?
the same.
Okay.
Not in the same way.
Okay. I love Predators too, and Predators, right? So this is the only other thing I like, and they've had plenty of bullshit to come out. So good for you. Good for you. So my best surprise for the year, I had 3 contestants, and that was The Conjuring, Tron Ares, also.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah. Well, I even got names. The Conjuring feature Vera Fleming and Patrick Wilson. Tron featuring Jared Leto, and Good Boy featuring Indy the Doggy was actually one on my best surprises. Also, Superman was on my list. David Cornsweet, Rachel Bohan, and Nicholas Hoult was in that movie.
He sure was.
Yeah. So my winner for the best surprise was Superman.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why, man. Because we've had Zack Snyder's Superman, and we know how Superman movies are produced. And we have James Gunn's first, charge out of the gate, and I was it had James Gunn's flair to it, but I wasn't sure if it was gonna have James Gunn's flair to it. And the amount of characters that he dragged into that movie, the major superheroes, he put so much into it, which is normally a recipe for disaster, right? But it was good. I enjoyed it. I had a great time, man. I had a great time watching this movie. I felt good about watching Superman again. And, with the Henry Cavill stuff, he has his fans out there. Those people don't really know the origin. Well, let me not say that. Those people, Superman has always invoked emotions on a certain level for 50, 75 years. And, now we had a brooding, emo Superman. And I guess, those people, they loved it because that's what they grew up with. And they, but that wasn't my Superman. This was closest to Christopher Reeves to me, and I just thought it was delightful. Anyway.
Yeah. Delightful, I think, is an important word for Superman because if I think he runs into danger of being a little, for lack of a better term, corny because he's like the all-American guy. And then, even though he's the alien. So, the thing is that the movie manages to be, I don't know how to explain it. It's not overly saccharine. It's not like super sweet, even though it is super sweet. It's hard to explain. It's well done. He uses a lot of the peripheral characters to kind of fill in that darker, not dark, but like bringing some of that more believable grounding to the movie that lets Superman shine, which I think it was pretty flawless in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, I didn't hear too many people dislike it, but if you do, that's your business.
Yeah, that's fine.
Conjuring was on my list for because they actually did they messed up the last Conjuring movie. I was surprised that this one was good. Tron is Tron. I was surprised we got a new Tron movie.
Yeah, and I think for me Tron was a surprise because I'd never watched any of it.
Yeah,
and my surprise probably, if I could put it in the category, that movie we did not watch because I kept my movie.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I would love it here.
Was the original Tron because you were like,
"Oh, right.
Hate that. It's not. Don't watch that." Montego was like, "Don't watch that," because I think he was afraid that I'd be like, "Hate it. I'm not going to watch the rest of the Tron."
Right. I was like, "Ooh, it's a rough watch, man."
So me and my sister, we watched everything from the early Tron all the way through Tron Ares in one day.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
It was a great day.
Yeah. One day.
One day.
About 6 hours. Huh?
Yeah. She came over in the morning. We watched it. Had a little lunch. Watched the other one. Went to the movies. It was fun.
Oh, that's great. That's sounds like a perfect day. Okay, man. Let's get into some hot action. Some hot male action. We're getting into hot male actors. I have three people in my category. Who is your hot male actor?
Okay. I went with People Magazine's Hottest Man of the Year.
You said he was hot.
Jonathan
Yeah.
Bailey, who is he is the Dr. Loomis in Jurassic World
Yes.
Rebirth.
Yes.
Shout out when people he had those little glasses. People call them his slutty little glasses.
What the hell? Get out of here, man. Get the hell out of here.
And I think he's so handsome. He's having a year. He had 2025 was quite a year for him with Wicked and Bridgerton. He's in Bridgerton and all this other stuff. So good for him. But I mean, we have to talk about Glenn Powell and that little tiny towel.
Hottest scene of the year. Glenn Powell in an action movie with a little tiny ass towel.
Little towel that he tied ever so just the cheeks at the top are showing. I was that they went for it.
And it lasted a while. It wasn't
sure
5 seconds.
And I thought to myself, how are you going to do that with your dinger danger flapping around? But then the towel flew away.
It would flow away. And if I'm running for my life, I'm pretending like I'm dressed, and I will continue to.
Right. If you're running and you're nude, you're just going to keep going if it's that serious, you guys.
All right. Well, Glenn Powell as your honorable mention, huh?
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
No, he's your winner.
No, my winner is Jonathan Bailey.
Jonathan Bailey.
Here's the thing:
right.
there were so many handsome men. I mean, I think I would be remiss if I didn't talk about Michael B. Jordan and Michael B. Jordan in Sinners. Like, I just think that's there's so many handsome men for us to look at this year. Oscar Isaac in Frankenstein.
Yeah,
and we talk about Pedro Pascal in The Fantastic Four. So we have a lot. We have a lot to consider.
He had that old man dad vibe, going on.
Good.
Somebody like the older chaps. All right, man. So I have 3 on my list. You named a couple good ones like that I forgot about because I forgot about not Pedro, but I forgot about Oscar Isaac. He was pretty hot.
So brooding.
Yeah. Such a loser too, right? What an asshole!
Handsome, but a real jerk. Yeah.
Like, what an asshole. Anyway, on my list, I also have Glenn Powell in The Running Man. I have Michael B. Jordan in Sinners. And finally, I have Harrison Ford as the Red Hawk because nothing gets hotter than a hot ass hawk. CG doing his thing.
Kind of the classic hot man, or one of the classic hot men.
Only as the Hawk, though. I'm talking about the character when he was the Hulk. When he was the Red Hawk. But my winner was also Glenn Powell. You can't do anything with that man. That man is gorgeous. Dirty bathwater with that one, Tiff.
He's so handsome, and he's so charming.
The towel, it wasn't even flapping. It was almost like they CG'd it on.
No. That towel was plastered, and then
right. I mean, he went down. He shimmied down the wall on a rope. And the towel was still there. He didn't even get
that towel deserves the Best Supporting Actor award.
Right, you would have even expect the butt cheek, the crack,
cheek
the plumber crack when he was going down the thing. That didn't even happen, right? It just stayed on there. So yeah, hottest actor, Glenn Powell. He's pretty hot. So let's get to the females. I had a hard time with this one.
I did too. I thought this year there wasn't a whole lot of standout.
Yes,
but I will say that for me, she kind of eclipsed everyone. So maybe that's why I couldn't think of it.
Okay,
anybody but Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld was pretty hot.
Fantastic in Sinners. And
he was pretty hot.
One of the things about Sinners, too, is that everyone is just dressed. Do you know what I'm saying? So, it's part of it that they all look really good, but also they are really, well-dressed, and they're partying. So it's like this really... And here's the thing. It's a very seductive vibe. There's the vampires and everything like that. And she's just killing it. I just didn't like when... It was hot in that one scene until she drooed on the dude. And I was like, no, that's nasty. That's nasty. Packing it in.
You nasty, girl. You nasty. You'd have killed my erection in 5 seconds. I don't want you spitting on me. Get off me. Get off me. Get the hell off of me. Haley Stansfield. Pretty good, Tiff. So, coming up with my list here, I have Jamie Lawson from Sinners and The Running Man. She was the girl that was dancing and stuff, and she was the wife in Running Man. Pretty goddamn hot. Mm-hmm. Also, Haley Stansfield from Sinners. Yeah, I think it was the straddling scene, Tiff, until she spit on the dude. Then I was just like, no, yeah.
So to each their own.
To
each their own.
That's nasty. Okay. Vanessa Kirby, the Fantastic Four, First Steps. Playing Sue Storm, the mom of Marvel Universe. And last but not least, Amber Midthunder in Novocaine.
Oh yeah.
Pretty
Yes.
damn hot.
Forgot about. I didn't even have Novocaine on my list. Forgot we even watched that. Bananas.
Forgot about Novocaine.
Dang.
My winner was Jamie Lawson in Sinners.
Okay.
Look, that dance she did, holy shit. You know, she was just hot in that tight ass dress. She looked like the church lady in the beginning of the movie, and then she came there and like you just like she was even hot as a church lady when she had on a church outfit. It was just like shit, damn. And then I saw in in Running Man, it was just like, who is that hot woman? And why do I recognize her? Woman? Exactly. It was oh yeah, that's the hot woman from there you go. So there we are, man. Hot, man. Now we're gonna move to something a little serious.
More serious.
In Fans of Patrol Faction, we're gonna move to Best Action Fantasy Comic Book Movie. That is a category. Tiffobot.
Yes.
What do you have?
Okay. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. My pick for this was like there was no consideration besides Superman. Like I know that was in our surprise category for you, but it's so well executed as a superhero movie, a comic book movie. It's interpreting this character correctly. It's giving us a fun time, but also a serious time. Characters that we can enjoy who aren't Superman, and also Superman is great. I know we've talked about this before. I feel like this might be the return of comic book movies that you can watch even if you don't like comic books. Like it's been a while.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even for so long with all the Marvel movies, you need to have so much. You need to have to do so much homework to like watch them. That like my mom. I mean, like you can certainly go in and watch them, but my mom is gonna be like, "What's that? What's a Tesseract? What's a this? How are they there in the timeline?" But like with the Superman movie, it's like a well executed movie without even acknowledging the superhero part.
Yeah, you know something. I will say this though. You know, we kind of clown on the Marvel movies, you know, for the long homework stuff, but you know, still well done, Marvel, because they made those movies for fans, and everybody else jumped in on it. You know what I'm saying? And we like the connecting stuff. You know,
for me, it's fine.
For us, right. And so, you know, now you know. After they had the big movie, they probably should have just reset a bunch of shit, you know.
Yeah, and here's the thing: they act like comic books do this all the time, guys.
Number
all
one,
the time. There's some. You can go to the store, comic book store right now, and probably get 4 number ones that all feature Spider-Man.
Absolutely,
shit like that.
Absolutely, way more than
probably more than
more, maybe like 24. You know? So, man, in my categories for best action fantasy comic book movie, I didn't speak on Superman because I already spoke on it. Mm-hmm. So we have Predator Badlands, top billing Ellie Fanning, you know, who I didn't even know who she was. I didn't know she had a sister. We also have The Fantastic Four: First Steps, featuring Pedro Pascal and Vanessa Kirby. Superman, featuring Mr. Cornsweat, David Cornsweat.
Cornsweat.
I didn't even know corn sweating was a thing until I talked to you. Thunderbolts, featuring a whole bunch of people, but Florence.
Holy shit! Holy shit! That was 2025.
Yeah, it was 2025. Beginning this year, Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning, Tom Cruise, and finally Tron, Ares.
Tron.
This was hard for me to because this is some heavy shit. But I had to, you know, I kind of like gave it to some. I kind of made way to this because like Superman had already won, so I was like, you know,
so you're like, I can't.
I could,
but it's like you're trying to be like, okay, this one's this and this one's
this. I really wanted to give Predator Badlands its due because Predator Badlands is my winner, and it came in and just football spiked the situation. It just bam, you know, it was so enjoyable and it gave us so much and it opened up the universe in a direction we never seen this movie go before. You know, we're getting into the heart and with the Predator culture and stuff, which was so interesting to me, you know, and I was just like, this I dig. So, and I want more. Yeah. Now you guys can start from here and you can give me more of that.
Find out more.
Less of this, more of that, you know. So yes, Predator Badlands won for me.
I was kind of surprised about that movie, how much it won me over, because like the things that you're saying that you liked about it when I first saw it, I was like, who gives a shit about that? Like I was like, who cares? But then I'm watching it and I'm like, I guess I care.
I guess.
Because
I,
I guess this movie schooled me because I care now. So
yeah.
it was pretty. It
I
was,
wonder. I wonder what the tribe gonna do when they go back.
right?
You know, what I'm saying?
It was
Like,
such an experience for me in that movie that like going from like not expecting anything to being sort of surly about it to really enjoying it all in the time of being in the theater was such an experience.
yeah. It was enjoyable, man. But I cannot say enough about the rest of the stuff on that list. You know what I'm saying? It was like it was a good.
The
It was
more
a
I
good.
hear you say it's been a good year. It's been a
Yeah.
crazy year.
It's been a good year, man. I can't, and I didn't even think so at the time, but I was like,
Me too. Like when I started doing this list, I was like, "How am I gonna?" And then I started writing down. And I was like, "Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, that was pretty good too. Oh, I had a nice time there."
Indeed. So, man, let's move to best supporting actor. We get into the Tifflebot. So, best supporting actor. Who do you have?
Okay, I really wanted to put in this category Michael B. Jordan as a supporting actor because he's the main actor and then also his own supporting actor. But
You really want to go happy with Sinners, right?
But I didn't. I picked a surprising one for me, and because who I picked was David Johnson. He's in the Long Walk. Peter.
He's on my list.
And
He's on my list.
Yes, the reason I picked him is because I didn't care much for this movie personally. I know actually a lot of people really did like this movie, surprisingly to me. But like when you watch a movie that you don't like very much, and there's a character that makes you go, "But that guy is fucking selling it." Like he was bringing
phenomenal.
Like
he's phenomenal.
When you can be in a movie and the movie's good and you act well in the movie, that's one thing,
Yes.
right? But if you're in a movie that, in my mind anyway, sort of lackluster, not really that great, and you are still carrying it, that's insane.
Yeah, and he's phenomenal. He's definitely on my list. He's not my winner, but he's on my list. So I agree with you 100%. I was mesmerized watching him.
Yes.
It was him I was watching.
Bring that guy back. Get rid of these people pooping, and that guy with his broken leg. Fuck him. Just get him gone.
And he carried Alien Romulus as he played damn near two roles in that movie. He was like almost like the autistic brother at first, that you felt sorry for. And then once he got the computer chip in him, then he was like the villain, he's like, God damn.
I think we're seeing on these lists, we're seeing some of our future big stars.
Oh yeah, I want to see more of him. You know who I don't see that much of, who I really like, who I didn't think I was gonna like because he's a nepo baby, but Denzel Washington's son. Where are you?
Yeah.
You've done some shit, now you didn't kind of disappear.
And the thing about nepo babies, there are sometimes you watch them and you go, man, that isn't. You're really clearly only a nepo baby.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you see nepo babies and you're like, well, you're also doing a really good job.
Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah. So also on my list, Tifflebot, is oh my God, Delroy Lindo from Sinners, Josh O'Connor from Wake Up Dead Man, Knives Out.
Honestly, I agree with that. Yeah.
And Sammy Moore from his name is not Sammy. Oh my God, I wrote down the wrong name. Is his name? No, his name is not Sammy Moore. He played Preacher Boy in Sinners. What's his real name, Tiff?
I gotta look him up.
Okay, and while you do that, I'm gonna just waste some time.
His character name
is Sammy Moore.
Miles Catton.
Yeah,
there's no N in there. That's hard for me to say.
He is my winner, Tifflebot.
Nice.
He blew me away. I just couldn't take my eyes off of that dude, man. I mean, he was the singing, his likability, his journey.
Yeah.
He sold it. He sold it as a country boy sharecropper that I think he just killed it. And so it was his first project. I like to see more. Hopefully we get more of that. Hopefully not the same character, but just more of how good he was.
Right.
So there we are. And that was hard between him and Delroy Lindo, man. I even thought about putting Ray Fiennes for his 28 Years Later because he just was.
Honestly, I didn't like 28 Years Later, but I was thinking about him as well.
I liked him.
Yeah.
I did like him.
New one coming out with it, or it's already out. It's already out with him.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were doing that.
It's about that.
Yeah, it's actually like, to me, probably I can't. I think we should watch it, but it looks like the real movie that should have been.
right.
Without
Like this first one was just like the lead up to this movie.
exactly. That's what it's so kind of brilliant.
Could try
If
it,
they do a
see
good
what it's
job,
like.
it's kind of brilliant. Yeah. Okay. Best supporting actress, Tifflebot.
Okay, so I had as a runner up, and only reason I'm not probably picking her is because she already won another category as Haley
Okay.
Steinfeld because she was doing good work
I
in Sinners.
understand. I understand.
I picked Elle Fanning.
Oh,
Hundred
oh,
Badlands.
really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I thought
Two rolls.
Yeah.
Another two roller.
yeah,
Yeah.
I thought
It was good.
she really made it because she was playing both those characters.
She is also on my list, Tifflebot.
And I was just surprised by because when I first saw that character in the previews, I was like, I'm going to be annoyed. I'm going to be annoyed by this character, I feel.
Not at all.
But I wasn't. I really, it
Not at
brought
all.
such an emotional resonance with still making me be like, yeah, she still seems like a robot.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
and she like really carried it through. And I thought she's the only like person in the movie. I mean, there's the person in the suit. So she's like carrying the sort of like, not the Mary Sue, because she's not really a Mary Sue, but like she's got your emotional vulnerability there.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with you 100%. So also on my list is Haley Stansfield for Sinners, because it gets dubious whether if you're a lead or when you're a woman. Right?
It's also when there's more than one person who shares equal screen time. It's like, are they
Yeah,
people,
I kind of give her Cole. Because she was on screen for a long time. Also, I had Ellie Fanning. I had Rachel Boshan in Superman. She played Lois Lane. She was a believable Lois Lane, and that's a hard job to do. The last Lois Lane that they had, not that Lois Lane. The Lois Lane from Superman Returns was, absolutely terrible. Forgot her name. And I also have, I can't say her name. It's Wima Masku. She was also in Sinners. She was the baby mama at the end. My winner is Wima Masku. I'm saying her name wrong. Mosheku, I think is her name. She tore me up in Sinners. She didn't even have that much screen time, but she did it. She was absolutely supporting the actors, and she had so much gravitas in every scene that she was in. When she was in the scene, I could not take my eyes off of her. She was like the star of every scene that she was in. Just ruled it. And so, I love. She's been around for a long time. She was in Marvel. She's in the Loki series and stuff. She's done so much shit, and she's so different in everything I see her in.
Which I think is always a hallmark of a truly good actor.
Yes,
is because you're playing the role. You're not just being on set. I'm not saying that like other people who don't necessarily do that as well are terrible, but people who can like really be a different person every time. That's acting.
I mean, you got top billed actors like Tom Cruise, who's normally just Tom Cruise, and in every movie. And
I was thinking Tom Cruise, and I was like, "Don't say Tom Cruise."
Oh, I'll say it. Even Denzel Washington, to a fact, he will switch it up on you and play really different actors. But sometimes, like he has fallen into being Denzel Washington, in movies, and so, So anyway, so that's our best supporting actress. Okay, let's get to the fun stuff, man. So it's time for worst movie of the year, Tifflebot. And
worst movie of the year.
I'm going to be honest with you, Tifflebot.
Yeah.
This was hard for me.
Yeah.
This was really hard because normally it's easy to pick out the trash, but I guess we picked and choose so much of what we wanted to watch this year, not expecting things to be as good as they were. But this was hard for me, so I can't wait to hear what you got.
Okay, this was easier for me. It's always easier for me to be full of rage. So I have a runner-up, and it's pretty close tie here for various reasons. But my runner-up, and I wonder if you'll even remember that we watched this, was Star Trek Section 31.
Whoa, that's on my list.
Yeah, you guys, such a disappointment. It's so hard to explain why this is such a disappointment because, first of all, as we know, it was meant to be a show, and you can feel it. You can feel how much it was intended to not just be a movie.
You can feel the TV show.
It's not well put together, and it's got these fabulous actors in it. Like we
Very
love
uneven.
Michelle Yeoh, and it's just like it just wasn't. It could barely hold our attention, and we're Star Trek fans. And
yes, that's the litmus test.
Then you've got a lot of troubles.
Yeah,
but eclipsing that probably for cost alone and how annoyed I was at it and how it should have been good, was The Electric State.
It's on my list also to provide.
With that much money and with that, I mean, every single person in this movie is famous.
Yeah.
Every voice actor is famous. Every person whose face you see is famous. The only person who's not famous is the little boy.
It got me. I was bifurcated, with my thinking on this movie because it was so much pretty.
Yes.
It was so much pretty, but then once you get rid of the pretty, you're like, nah.
I mean, here's the thing. You can give me a beautiful cake, but if it tastes like dog shit, it's a dog shit cake.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how nice it looks. And
I think I said I liked it when we first did the show.
And if you tell me that you spent hundreds of millions of dollars on the cake and it's a dog shit cake, now I'm furious. So it was more, you guys, it's more just like, for that much money, with that much star power, looking that nice, how did you fail so badly? What did you do?
And they failed indeed, Tifflebutt.
Lord have mercy, that's so
they
bad.
Failed indeed. So I won't get into the heavy, but Star Trek was also my worst of the year. Also on my list, Frankenstein for me with Oscar Isaac, because and then I said it probably
more like the Frankenstein story.
It's a story, but more so. But I had a back to my word again from last week, an abysmal time watching that movie. Also, Jurassic World with Scarlett Johansson was also on my list.
Ooh, that was bad.
Yeah. It was. It was
just you're kind of like, when you were watching it, you're like, why am I watching this?
Because it was Jurassic Park.
Right. Like,
it.
Jurassic Park is in my mind, it's a pretty easy movie to make enjoyable. Just get some dinosaurs in there, have some people running.
Yeah.
That's it. Sewn up, you're good.
Yeah, I think they really hurting themselves too with the fictitious technology, like with those boats and shit. You're like, man, this shit don't even exist.
Right.
What are y'all doing,
You're pulling my focus from a movie that's already pure fantasy. So, like, what are you
Exactly.
doing?
You're going over top with the fantasy too. Yeah. I was annoyed with the family. I was annoyed with so much of it. Why do we have a family? Why do we always have to have a family? So don't want to see no more of that.
Yeah, you can keep it. No more.
Leave that alone for a few years. More than
Take a little rest. Take a break.
Take a breaky poo. Okay, man. Now we're moving into worst television show of the year.
Okay.
This was hard for me because I don't invest my time
in
stuff I don't like. But go ahead.
I have a hard time because I did try to keep this to stuff that we talked about on the show, and we didn't really watch any shows we didn't even watch any television shows for Fans on Patrol that I thought were that bad.
We talked about shows.
We
though.
did, but even the ones that we watched for the show, I did like there was a show that we watched that we didn't get a record for, but like. Yes. I was like, oh, that's good. It's like, it was hard for me to pick. So I picked, and everyone's talking about this. It's kind of undeniable. This is the worst show of the year, which is that All's Fair that stars Kim Kardashian.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, she's supposed to be some goddamn lawyer or something.
Yeah, you guys. My friend Jesse showed me this show because he said, you won't believe how bad it is. And I was like, I bet I will believe how bad it is. I did not. It's worse than you could possibly imagine. Just... talk about somebody who, like, listen, she's already got money. Don't give her any more chances. Just let her go. Go away.
Yeah, baby. You got famous from a jizz shot on a porn tape.
Yes.
That's your whole legacy. Enough is enough with you. And is anybody alive believe that she didn't just pay for a law degree from someplace, man? Get the hell out of here, man.
And, like, she can't emote because her face is frozen by Botox. Sadness is the same. Happiness is the same. No tears come out because the tear ducts don't work. It's like, spray her down.
I'm over them Kardashians. I never got into them.
I was never a Kardashian fan either.
I always thought it was ridiculous.
I just keep thinking it can't get any worse, and it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
And like, Niecy Nash is in that, and that's some bullshit because she's great. There's a lot of great people on that.
I don't know who that
pulling them down. Pulling them down.
Is it a real show or a reality show?
It's a real show.
Yeah, I thought so. I heard about the concept.
Who thought, yeah, she's a good actress. Get her in here.
Could you imagine actually pulling your money out your pocket and saying, I want Kim Kardashian as my lawyer? You're going to prison. Or you're losing your lawsuit. All that shit. Anyway, so where are we at? Worst television show for the year for me. Now this one, oh God.
Okay.
I struggled, man. And I was hoping that the Acolyte was 2025, but it wasn't.
You're like, oh no, because you hate that so bad that it's years ago now, and you're like, I still remember.
I know. Put it on the list. It ended up being Ironheart with Dominique Thorne, Disney show. I kind of mentioned that I
we
watched
did
it.
talk about that.
Yeah, we just talked about it, but we didn't actually do it on the show. Old Marvel formula involved in this. I remember Dwayne saying that he didn't think she could act. I don't really think her acting was that bad. I think the writing was bad. I think that the development of the character was terrible. I mean, just how they did it. Like, in the comic books, it started, she was 15, and then they had this college girl doing this shit, and it was like, do we need a college girl? I think it would have been cool to have another Peter Parker on the scene, another, young kid doing her thing. It would have, it just ended up sucking ass. I watched it, I got through it. I wasn't like upset with it when I was watching it, but then after I sat back and thought about it, I was like, that was terrible. And that's the old Marvel formula that they keep doing. Which Marvel, you guys just need to. There's plenty of stories out there you guys can do. You can stop doing shit that sucks. So that's the.
You do have so many available storylines that they haven't even touched yet that people really love.
Yeah,
And they're like, no.
Wakanda Forever, please go away with that. I saw a new Avengers Doomsday trailer with Shuri. I'm just sorry, man. In the comic book, Shuri's kind of dope. The lady who's been playing her, I just don't like her at all. Like, she was fine being a nerdy sister, but to try to like make her the lead,
the whole thing,
she's not even interesting. And she just even her look, you just like, oh god, oh no, and that whole Namor thing and all that shit. I'm just like, ugh. Anyway, she her first, that character Riri Williams, first debuted in there, and I didn't care for it in the movie, didn't like the movie, and then y'all made a show, and I was hoping y'all was going to redeem yourself with the show, but I think the whole element of the whole show, what y'all presented us was bad, and then you tried to like make money off of it. So please stop. Y'all can stop with the TV shows too, Marvel.
A little break.
You can some years. I don't need that shit no more, So it's time for the good stuff.
The biggies.
So we're going to flip this, and we're going to go to... No, we're going to keep it. Best Actor, Tifflebot.
Are we going to do the best television show later?
Did we do worse?
We did worst.
Okay, let's flip it to best. Yeah, I was going to do best television show and best picture together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll do best actor.
Best actor.
Okay, so for me, I had definitely... This was hard for me because I feel like we saw some really good performances this year. Some of them in the same movie.
Yes.
I think... Undeniable that Michael B. Jordan is doing great work. Like, I was like, here's the thing.
The best he's ever done.
I think I didn't put him because otherwise Sinners would have swept for me, and I had to try to make it so that it wasn't all just like Sinners.
Hey, if it's good, though, it's good, y'all.
It's good, right? So I picked Oscar Isaac as Victor Frankenstein, and because he is really, really putting everything into that role. I feel I could kind of sense that he had done some method acting type stuff where I could almost like see him disappear, and he was just Victor Frankenstein.
Okay.
And there's a lot going in that movie that like is really emotionally difficult, and he's really showing it, and also being somewhat he's an asshole in that movie, but at the end you're kind of like, okay, I feel bad for him too. It's like there's shit that happens. So like I thought that was great.
Okay. All right.
Curly hair.
Interesting. Now I do have Oscar Isaac on my list. I thought that his performance was it was the only thing that I found interesting in the movie, and I thought he did a phenomenal job, as he always does.
Yeah, he's always doing a good job.
Always. I've never seen some shit I'm like, man, what the hell they got this guy in this movie for? You know what I'm saying? But no, he did a fantastic job, but far from my top actor. I also had, believe it or not, it might be a little controversial, Daniel Craig in Knives Out.
Okay.
I love his foghorn leghorn.
Yeah, it's like southern. I always think foghorn leghorn too.
Yeah, I think he does a good job with that character. I would just like to see him get old with that character, like Matlock.
He loves it.
Well, he would. You know what? Here's one reason why he loved it, because his screen time in there added up to $1.1 million a minute in that movie.
Oh.
No, son of a bitch! I want a job.
My tummy hurt. I want to be rich.
Know. Yeah. So I would love it too. Look, tell me what you want me to do. Andy Lewis. Indy Lewis. Good boy. the doggy. The dog was great, Tibble. The dog was great.
He did do a good job.
That dog acted his ass off. There was no other dogs that looked like him. He carried the whole goddamn movie, and they blew the movie with the dumbass ending. You know what I'm saying? And so
He really was a good boy.
he was a good boy. Indy was great in that movie. Uh, David Johnson, the Long Walk. He's on my best actor,
Yes.
but we already talked about him. And finally, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners. And my winner is
Undeniable.
Michael B. Jordan for Sinners.
Michael B. Jordan and Michael B. Jordan in Sinners.
Completely did not see Michael B. Jordan in that movie. I saw Smoke and Stack. Hey, Smoke. Hey, Stack. You know what I'm saying? That's all I saw was a Smoke and
And
Stack.
I think we talked about this when the movie had come out. But the acting is so like different between the two of them that when you first watch it at first you're like, is that Michael B. Jordan or is it just somebody that looks like him?
I was like, did they get somebody? I did. I
And then
remember.
you realize in the movie that it's him. But like
Yeah.
that's how I'm like, that's insane that he's acting opposite of himself and doing two different characters in that movie. Wild.
Two. And I remember I was mad. I was like, "Oh man, they could have just got another actor to be his brother without it being a twin, so somebody else can get paid." But nope,
When
nope.
you earn it, you earn it.
Yeah, I was like, "Shit, yeah, best actor, man." So, boom. Now it is time for best actress, Tifflebot.
Okay, so for me, I put Amy Madigan.
Amy Madigan.
That is Gladys in Weapons. She's the scary old lady in Weapons.
Oh, okay, I got you. I got you.
And the reason I picked her, I mean, like, we talked about lots of, like I think we talked a lot about Haley Steinfeld, Elle Fanning. I mean, those were in our supporting categories and how good
Yes.
they were. I thought that Amy Madigan was so good in how creepy she was, but how tight, that piece was really tight. Like, she's very believable in that role, very creepy.
For sure.
Doing a lot of, like, just that small acting where you're like, oh, ew.
Is that your winner?
Yes, she is my winner.
Wow, the old creepy. That was
Old
a creepy
lady from Weapons.
That was a creepy old bitch, boy.
She was
That's all.
so creepy with those little baby bangs.
Oh my god.
So creepy.
Okay, so for me, my list got messed up because I fed it into AI to make it into a list for me, and it mixed it up. But let me fix this shit. First of all, Julia Garner in Weapons is on my best actress list. I love Julia Garner. I loved her ever since she was in the Ozarks. She was in Fantastic Four, doing the Silver Surfer this year. She is phenomenal. She's been doing a lot.
She's kind of like a sleeper agent because, like, when you bring it, you're like, oh yeah, she was fantastic, but then she's kind of quiet about it.
Yes. So who else do I have? What's her name? Vera Farmiga in Conjuring. Lorraine took center stage in this movie. She always does, but Lorraine just did her goddamn thing in The Conjuring. I was so happy to see this movie get back on his feet and do well, and all the actors were firing on all cylinders. Not to say those two don't, because they are always good. But, we had that one movie that was just could have just ruined the whole franchise for me. I mean, it really, really could have. Glenn Close in Wake Up Dead Man.
Okay.
Old Glenn Close was the creepiest, oldest, just sneakiest. Wow. I mean, she's Glenn Close. What else can I say?
do think that I think you're right, because in that movie, there is some sympathy that you have for her because of what happened, she was very devout. And I think there's like some complexity there that we like to see.
100%. Madeline McGraw? For Black Phone 2. She played the sister. Yeah. So don't sleep on Black Phone 2, guys. It was good. All the actors were just hitting it hard. I mean, even a bunch of unknowns we never even seen before. And the sister and brother, they were just great. And so, I really liked the performance. I liked it in the first movie. I liked it in the second movie. I thought she was great. And finally, Haley Stansfield for Sinners.
Undeniable.
She was awesome. My winner definitely is Julia Garner. She just killed it, man. She just destroyed the whole damn thing. Like, she was just good, man. And she played a character that I've never seen her play before. All of her characters have been so different. She has not turned into Julia Garner. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, she's doing the same thing that we talked about with other actors.
Exactly.
Just being an actor, not
yourself.
She
was phenomenal. Running from the dude down the street. Doing that movie, getting drunk, getting horny. Just like,
Yeah, like even within that, God, that movie's good.
yep, yep, yep.
Yeah,
No
it's good.
denying that.
Good.
We down to the last two, y'all. This is getting exciting, man. It's getting exciting, and we're keeping this show tight, Tifflebot. We are keeping it tight. Normally, these shows
Not
go
like
for
your normal
hours.
award shows where you're like, get off the fucking stage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You've been
yeah.
talking too long or
Yes,
whatever.
yes. So, Tifflebot, best TV show. Now, to me, this one was hard.
Was it hard? Because you watch a lot of good TV this year.
I watched a ton of good TV show. Where is all my stuff?
Would you like me to go?
Yep, I would like
Okay.
you to go because I got to find.
For best television show for me this year, some of the stuff that we talked about for the show or on the show, I really liked Pluribus. I don't know if you've watched any Pluribus. It's on Apple
I
TV.
have not. Everybody's talking about it,
Love it.
Tifflebot.
It is probably my favorite show from the last year, and mostly because it's a show I don't always have the easiest time coming back to a show and watching it to remember. But if it's really really good, I will. I paid for the Apple Plus just to watch this show. But then
Have you
also,
finished it?
I
Is it
finished
done?
It's done.
It's
First
done.
season's
Oh,
done.
okay.
And then I want to say special shout out to Alien Earth because we talked about that, and I enjoyed watching that. I didn't finish it though, so I got to finish it yet. I will.
Yeah, Alien Earth, man. Really, really good. So Pluribus. What's the concept of that show, Tifflebot?
Pluribus is about how an alien organism that's like a infection comes to Earth, and it makes everybody like a hive mind, except for like a few people.
Oh, it's kind of like Body Snatchers.
Yes. So there's a few people who are left alive, and they're trying to like figure out what to do.
Okay.
But then my best show of the year, because it was such a shock to me, I just was not expecting it to be this good.
What was
Wasn't
that?
expecting it to like as much as I did, or for it
What
to
you
be
got?
quality. It's got to be Welcome to Derry, because that
Woo!
show is so good, you guys. Actually
It's on my list.
actually quite scary, really upsetting.
Yes.
The acting is phenomenal. Like we talked a little bit about this, I think before, but saying that like it didn't have to be related to it because it's such a strong
It didn't eat it.
thing on its own. I don't mind that it is, but so that's fine. But it is so strong. I can't believe how strong this show is about it. Just the setting's great. It's putting real world problems into the thing without it feeling like it's like doesn't belong, because it really works. It all really fits together it's
For
like seeing
sure.
a puzzle all put together. You're like, damn, that's great.
For sure. It's definitely on my list. And I was very surprised when I was researching my list that Welcome to Derry is like known as one of the worst shows of the year. And I'm like, fuck anybody who
How?
says that. Anybody who says that. So, and go fuck yourself, whoever you are. Anyway, so for me, Mobland, starring oh God, I didn't write his name down. He played Bane, yo boy, he
Tom
played
Hardy.
Tom Hardy and Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren and all these people.
Big names.
Yeah, it's such a good show, man. Mobland is the shit. If you get a chance to watch Mobland, watch Mobland. It is
that on?
really. I think it's Paramount, maybe.
Okay, I have that.
I think it's Paramount. Yeah, they're just it's kind of like the Gentleman.
Okay.
It's a lot like The Gentleman. It's over there, and they're a mob family, and all hell just breaks loose. It's Pierce Brosnan, actually. Holy shit in this show. Helen Mirren, holy shit.
I love her.
They get a
I love
lot.
all these people actually.
She's a super C word in this show, and she like redefines the C word in this show. And Pierce Brosnan is like such a dick in this show. Oh God, it's so good.
So good. That's great.
Not my favorite show though. Also, I had Alien Earth, of course. Alien Earth did not win because the last like 2 episodes of the season, it got unalien like. They had the alien running around in the daytime, and it turned into like a wild beast show instead of a creepy alien killing people show. Alien was still killing people, but what are you doing? So anyway, it got green lighted for season 2. Welcome to Derry, of course. Daredevil, Born Again. We
right.
sleep on that. We saw that at the beginning of the year. Fucking phenomenal. Got a lot more. This is the shows Marvel can do. The ones that was on Netflix with those characters, because that's the good shit. That's the stuff we want to see. They don't have to go in the theaters. Want to see that more of that.
Yeah.
And
So
lastly,
good. You can give me something good.
exactly. 2 more shows is on my list. Percy Jackson, I love it. And Olympia.
I'm gonna watch that just because of you.
Percy Jackson is good, man. It's good. And lastly, you already mentioned Derry. Welcome to Derry on my list. That's not. Look at all these shows. I'm tripping, y'all. One last show, Star Wars Andor, is on my list, and it is the winner.
Hey.
And nothing was as compelling as Star Wars Andor. Even Mobland, which is a serious drama. Andor is a serious drama. I know, and that's why people are so like double-minded with it, because it's a serious drama, with it's not like it's a grown folk Star Wars. It's the Star Wars we wish they've been making all this time when they came back. Instead of George Lucas saying, make it for kids. No, I'm grown, motherfucker. I started when I was 6 years old, and now I'm grown. I want more. And that's Andor.
I agree with that so much because the kids who watched it when they were younger are growing up. And if you're trying to present a thing for children, they can start in the past and come up and work their way up to where you are now as an adult.
And that's what most Star Wars fans have done. They showed their kids the originals and the prequels and shit when they was real little. I think the first Star Wars movie, my kids, I took them to Phantom Menace when they got re-released, and they loved it. They was like, this is I was mad that I was going to see this goddamn thing, but I was like, these little kids probably love it, and they did. And so, your fandom grew up, and you don't really want nothing to do with the fandoms, George Lucas. And so this show is so adult and so gritty and so intense, it just happens to be in the Star Wars universe. You know what I'm saying? That's just a part of it. It's awesome. I recommend it to anybody. But that's my number one show of the year. Now, Tifobot, we are here at the Big Kahuna. We are at Best Picture of the Year. What?
And I think, some of my runners up here are pretty obvious from what we've been talking about. I loved Frankenstein. I thought that was an amazingly beautiful film. I really enjoyed Weapons. Insane, because I just was unexpected Weapons. Like, I didn't like Barbarian, which was Zach Cregger's first film. And
I did like that one.
And then just like knowing that he comes from like the whitest kids like as a comedy troupe. And then he's making these really scary movies, I think is really interesting. I really liked Superman, but I think that we cannot deny that Sinners was the movie of 2025. Like, it's just...
Of course, that's mine, too.
Yeah, as you can tell from the categories we were talking about, like being like, oh, they're best actor, best supporting actor, best whatever. Because the movie is, you guys, it's unquestionable. It's good from the beginning to the end. It's got a tight story. The acting is superb. It's got some fantasy in it, but it's a very serious story. It's great.
100%. What else could you say about, this movie that most people haven't seen? It's this year's The Batman, for me. It was just as good. It's like, those movies come around, The Dark Knight, and they change stuff, what I'm saying, how great they are. The Batman, wow, 3 hours of just beauty. And then you come around this year, and I remember when I watched it, I said, man, I think this is the Batman for the year. I believe one year was like The Accountant or Atomic Blonde. Just movies. It's just like
just the movie of the year. Basically.
Whoa! When you're watching it, it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's kind of. Sinners came out so early in the year.
It did. It sure did.
And it was weird to know that I was not going to see a better movie.
Yeah,
whole year.
Yeah.
And I saw tons. Like, I think Weapons is another example of a really great movie. Frankenstein was really great, but like to see the best movie of the year, almost like right out of the gate, and be like, I'm just not going to see anything better.
Exactly. So also on my list was Wake Up Dead Man. I thought it was definitely in the running for one of the best movies of the year. Fantastic Four: First Steps. The movie made no money, but the movie was very good.
People did not like it. I'm confused by that.
No. The people who saw it liked it. It just didn't make that money. It just didn't appeal to a mass audience. So it just didn't make that money. But the scores and shit on it is fine. I thought it was phenomenal. I thought it was I don't want to say the best Fantastic. It was a great superhero movie, but
I think it was the best Fantastic Four.
Oh, it's definitely the best Fantastic Four, but I'm just saying I don't want to compare it to the other Fantastic Fours because none of those was.
It's almost like don't even look over there. This is the one. Start here and go forward.
Exactly. Two more on my list. Black Phone 2 blew me away. what could I say? A sequel too. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a damn sequel, and I saw the first Black Phone on a plane and was pissed that I saw it on a plane. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, this movie was good. And then when they came out with two, I was like, it's gonna get goofy. But you couldn't do the movie better. The way that the direction they went with the movie that made it even in a fantasy horror genre believable. You know, you're like, whoa, this is really believable. You know, I'm glad they went this route with this thing. You know, not that they invented another. You know, they could do movie after movie and have like make it get shitty and keep going with you know.
Go to the shitty part where you go, okay, like, you know, there's like some Friday the 13th movies like that you're like, this one sucks. But
Yep.
you kind of enjoy watching them because it's
Yeah.
like, you know, I think that could be a Black Phone situation.
Oh,
Um,
they'll keep going with it until like Ethan
right,
Hawke can have nothing to do with it. It'll be none of the actors will have nothing to do
a
with it.
different person, yeah.
They'll be bringing it back like they're doing with Scream and shit.
Yes, yeah. Can't get away from Scream now. I think one of the things about Sinners that's so amazing is that like, so here's a list I wrote of all the movies we watched this year, and I missed some because some movies I hate to are forgettable, and it's weird to know that I will never forget Sinners. Never.
That's
There's a movie I watched this year that I'm like, and Montego has mentioned him, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot we watched that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I forgot we watched Heads of State or whatever that movie's called.
Did we?
We did. We did a show. We did a show.
Oh, wait a minute. That was, you know something? I saw Heads of State. I saw Heads of State, which really wasn't a bad movie.
No, it
but
wasn't.
I saw Heads of State on all the lists that was out there, and I thought it was a mistake. I thought it was that old Jamie Foxx movie with Channing Tatum when Jamie Foxx was president.
I know what you're
And I
talking
was like, I said they put this on the wrong list. What did they re-release this thing or something? And then the Heads of State, I forgot all about it.
Forgot about it, and that doesn't even necessarily mean it's bad. But there are movies that were bad that you forgot or whatever. But I like if I never watched Sinners again, which I will watch it again.
Yeah,
I'll remember it till the day I die.
I've watched it twice. I watched it in the theater, and then I watched it with my kids, which was a bad mistake with all that, with the sex scenes and shit. The whole house was all uncomfortable and shit. I was like, oh shit, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Lastly on my list, Tiffelbot, I know you're not a fan. I am a fan. Was Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Those two movies, Mission Impossible is my shit. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And but
and his old ass doing all those stunts and stuff.
It was good, man. And I could give a damn about him doing the stunts. So that's why I don't know why he do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kids,
about
you know
that.
what? Maybe he couldn't sleep at night unless he did. You know.
I guess I could care for years. I could care less about I do my own stunts. That was some old Arnold Schwarzenegger shit. You know, I do my own stunts. You know, and then it was like,
yeah, you are more like you're taking a job away from a stuntman.
Where's the stuntman? You know, we already got to compete with CGI. Not your ass, you know? So, yeah, man, that was my list. But Sinners, I echo everything you said. What else is less to say about that damn thing? Such a movie that didn't even have to be a vampire movie, right? They didn't have to go that route. It could have been about country folk, you know?
Just thinking about just now when you said, I just got goosebumps. Just thinking about that movie. It's crazy.
Man. It could have been about the brothers being gangsters and coming into town and taking over, you know.
We did talk about like how they could have just been this, it could have just been that, and you would just been like mesmerized by it.
Yeah, then you had the natives in it, you know. They could have had their own movie, you know. They could have split right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that guy's name is it Ryan Coogler?
Yeah, that's the director.
I'm worried for him because I feel like I feel like it's hard to follow up on a masterpiece.
He did Creed 1.
I know he's done good work.
He's done not he's done Wakanda Forever, but he did Black Panther. He's done this. He's got a pretty good track record except for Wakanda Forever. But people like Wakanda Forever. That's just I don't like Wakanda Forever.
I just want him to I want him to keep doing good. I think he will.
Well, he's doing Black Panther 3. He's doing Black Panther 3, and as long as you get rid of Lita, whatever her name is, and bring in like the man's son from another universe or some shit like that, then, you know, that'll be fine. You know, you just got to bring it back. Nobody wants to see her be Black Panther. I'm sorry, you know. In the trailer, they got M'Baku standing next to her, and I'm like, there's Winston Duke, you know. I'm like, get her ass out the way, you know. Nobody cares. She's the sidekick.
I love Winston Duke.
He should be in front, and she should be behind him, you know what I'm saying? What are we talking about? Yeah, we love Winston Duke, you know. Especially, I love that character. Are you done? This dude is serious. He's a jokester. You know, Big Bastard's a jokester. You know, anyway. So that's it, y'all. That's our golden fans for 2025. It's been a pretty good year, man. 26 is shaping up to be shitty so far. We saw that dumbass primate movie. I wish I could have threw that on 2025.
I did too. I was like, damn it, it's not on the list.
Yeah, it didn't come out this year.
You next year, primate. You're probably the stinkiest movie of all year.
Yeah. So also, I wanted to throw on this. I haven't watched it yet, so I didn't put it on the list. Was what's the? It'll be on next year's list. Fallout. Because Fallout started, but I haven't watched any of them yet because I want them to finish. Because it's Amazon.
You want to watch the next one and the next one.
And they're going to make you watch commercials and shit, so it's just like, so
fucking nerves.
The first season of Fallout probably was show of the year for me. Like, I don't think we did the show last year. So we missed out on Trash and the Acolyte. We missed out on raising Fallout. We missed out on stuff like that. But yeah, Fallout. I can't wait to watch Fallout.
I've been watching it. It's good.
I have not heard anything bad
you
about
want
it.
to watch. I get the feeling. I understand that too because when I hit the end, when I come up against there's not that there's not going to be any more, but there's no more released yet. That gets on my nerves.
Yeah, because I hate that Amazon started that shit with just doing a trickle, and it's just like you make me not watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll forget.
Like, I haven't watched Peacemaker. I've been meaning to watch Peacemaker, so I probably could have put him on my list if some people are saying, well, you guys, what about this? What about that? What about that? We didn't do it on the show. You know what I'm saying?
There's movies and stuff that we saw, and we did do a little bit off of the stuff.
A little bit.
I wanted to keep it so that anyone who's listened all year gets that experience.
Yeah, because I'm sure it's some dope shit I ain't watched yet.
My God, there's a ton of shit I haven't watched yet. It's probably great.
Right. So, man, that's it. That's all. That's the Golden Fans Awards for 2025. We thank you for tuning in, and we'd like to thank our sponsors, Fans on Patrol.
Yeah, Fans on Patrol, sponsored by Fans on Patrol. Thank you very much.
The best podcast that ever was released into the atmosphere that the algorithm destroyed us. Fuck algorithm, fuck algorithm. But thank you for tuning in. We all got all dressed up for you guys. We'll be back next week where we're going to take on, we don't know, but we'll let you know.
Yes, we'll be
because I have no idea what's out. This is a shitty time of the year, Jack.
It's early days, guys.
Nothing's worse than January, y'all.
We're almost out of it.
And I don't see no big releases for February. Normally they're like Daredevil in February or some shit.
I've seen some really interesting movies come up that I want to see, so I might see if those are available for us to watch. But I think those aren't until February or March, like you said.
So we're doomed. We're
doomed.
And we need 2 whole weeks before it's released. Anyway, I'm the host of Fans on Patrol. We can't do the damn thing. We got it done. With me is my wonderful co-host. Say goodbye to the people, Tiff.
It's been a pleasure as always.
All right, man. Until next week, man, we will be on
Patrol.